Hello everyone in YouTube land, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to do a classic firearm. That firearm being the Sig Sauer P229. Now before I get into that, I just want to thank everyone for all the support that you've given me, the likes and the views and the subscribing to my channel. I'm very overwhelmed as I just started this, and I'm having a great time doing it. So let's get started. Also I want to just tell you too that I've been doing these, been handling firearms for many years. 20 years in the military, 8 active and 12 reserve in law enforcement, and I retired from that, from the Air Force, and then I retired from my civilian police job after that. And I finally retired for the third time just recently as head of security in a museum. So that's my background, and I've always been a gun enthusiast, and hopefully you enjoy this video. We're going back in time a little bit. The 229, Sig Sauer P229, has been around for about, I'd say about 32 years, 2 years, 31, something like that. It's a great pistol. It was designed from the 228. In other words, it was an upgrade from the 228, which was a 9mm and had a 2-piece frame, if I'm not, or P2, yes, right, 2-piece slide and frame. But they wanted to beef it up. They wanted to beef it up because there was a new cartridge in town at that time, which became popular for quite a few years, called the 40 Smith & Wesson. Now, I originally got this in 40 Smith & Wesson, but now I like to carry it in 357 Sig. It just seems to work best for me. And I shoot it a lot better than anything. 40 is a good round. It's just a little too snappy for me. But for some strange reason, when I shoot the 357 Sig out of this particular pistol, it just snaps right back in on target after the recoil so quickly that I can do follow-up shots very well. So I really like it. The 357 Sig cartridge hits hard. It's just a little less powerful than the revolver 357 Magnum. And it has a great track record, especially with the United States Air Marshals and the United States Secret Service. But I don't think either of those agencies carry it anymore because everybody's going back to the 9mm. Okay, let's talk about it. This particular model I bought in 2009, in December. I was about to retire within 6 months of my retirement of my civilian police job, so I wanted to have a retirement pistol that I could carry and carry effectively and wouldn't be too big. As you can see, this is called actually the 229 SAS Gen 2. Now they don't sell these anymore, but this particularly was great for concealed carry because it had no rail. It had what they call the carry melt treatment, where there is not a sharp edge anywhere on this gun, and it fits in the holsters quite nicely. This is the other side here has an external extractor, and as you see, the 357 Sig designation for the barrel. What's nice about these particular pistols is that you can drop in a 40 caliber barrel and you don't have to change the magazine. Why? Because the magazines that they made for this particular model from Sig, if you can see that real well, it's for 40 and 357. The 40 is the same size shell casing, but the 357 is necked down a little bit. But both cartridges will fit in this magazine and be no problem for function. If you really want to go after it, you can get the 229 conversion kits for 9mm also. But with 40 and 357, all the thing you've got to change is the barrel. And with the 9mm conversion, you have to get a 9mm slide, the recoil spring, and a different magazine, okay? If you want to get that radical. These are not the original grips that it came with it. The hard plastic Sig Sauer grips that say 229, Sig 229, they're okay, but I really like these grips from Hogue. They're the wraparound. I didn't want to get the ones with the finger grooves. I thought that was a little too much. It seems to fit my hand pretty good, as you can see. This is a double action to single action gun. Now what that means is that here it is on double action. Let's make sure it's cleared. It's clear. And nothing in the mag well. Okay? Alright. Now, I'll show you all the functions of it. If you shoot it double action, like so, of course it'll do that, but when you actually fire it with the magazine loaded, it will fire, you'll fire double action, and this will actually be back in single action. Now I'm holding the trigger down because I want you to hear the reset. Oh wow, isn't that something? Right there. And you can fire. Let's do that again so y'all can hear it. Isn't that great? Look at that, my finger didn't move at all. Okay, now to break this down, you've got to lock it to the rear. Okay, see this little handle right here, this little lever? All you do is push this down, then the gun will just, the slide will just slide right off. No problem. Isn't that easy? Okay, and there's the aluminum frame. Yes, aluminum, not polymer, folks. I like metal guns better than I do polymer, although I don't have anything against polymer because I own a couple. As you can see, they have long rails on the frame, and this also for the slide. Let me take the recoil spring. Before I take it out, I want to see y'all to notice it's a double recoil wired spring in here, okay? And to pull it out, you gotta release the tension, ease it on out, and you're good there. Now get the barrel out, you just push up a little bit on the barrel, and it's gonna come up and out like that. Okay? And there's the slide. And as you can see, both the frame and the slide have very long rails. Now the one thing you gotta be really concerned about when you're shooting these guns is these long metal rails, because if you don't lube them properly, you're gonna get what they call galling, where it could chip or whatever. But I use Enos Slide Glide, E-N-O-S Slide Glide. I put it on the rails with a brush, very light grease, and I put it all inside the gun pretty much. And I'll put it back together again. Oh, I'm having fun today. There we go. And we'll put the recoil spring in back the way it's supposed to be. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get back on camera. How about that? What a concept. Okay. All right. And as you can see, I have a metal guide rod. I can get this on. I may have to do this off camera because, like I told you before in my last video, I got pretty weak hands because I'm just not as strong as I used to be. Need to eat some more Tex-Mex, I guess. I don't know. All right, here we go. Get back in there. Get it straight. Here we go. Just put it in and put it in this notch, like just mini pistols nowadays, right there. Make sure this is all flush. Yeah, as I was just trying to tell you, I have a metal guide rod. I went and got that from a place called Gray Guns. It had actually a plastic polymer recoil spring rod in there, and I really didn't like that. I guess that was to help cut down on weight, but I kind of like it like that because I just like metal, okay? All right, let's put her back together. Make sure I'm doing this right. There we go. Lock her back again. There we go, lock her back. Throw the lever, and presto. This is your release right here. Okay, and to decock this thing from single action, say you're shooting on the line and you want to just decock it to shoot later, you just do this decocking lever right here and watch it, see how that works. See? Just like that. Let me try that again so you see it again. And that decocks the gun and makes it safe. It does have tritium night sights, front and rear for your night sights, and it is made of what's called nitron, black nitron, very hard coating, and it just doesn't. I've had this gun for since 2009, like I told you, and that's been what, 14 years, and it just shows very little wear, holster wear, and I carry this in a good holster, and so Vedder holsters is the one that I get most of my holsters from. V as in Victor, E-D-D-E-R. Okay, now let's move on to the magazines that I have here for you. Okay, this is the standard. These three right here are the standard that came with the gun in 2009. These are the original. They're still good, work very well, and they hold up to 12 rounds. Here in the great state of Texas, they allow you to carry as many rounds as you want in any magazine you want. Okay. Now those three, like I told you, were 12 rounders, but I was able to get a Mec-Gar 229 4357, just like the other ones, and this one holds a whopping 14 rounds. How about that, sports fans? And that means you can go with 14 in the mag, one in the pipe, so that gives you 15 rounds in a 357 Sig or 40 caliber configuration. Okay. I'm just going to do this just for demonstration purposes. Don't worry, I'm not going to rack it. Just so you'll see how far that goes down. It goes down a little bit more than the usual one. Okay. Let's try the other one. Try the one that came with the gun. Okay. It's a little more flush. Works a little better for it. Okay. All right, let's take it out. Also, let our friends know in safety land that it's still clear, it's still safe, and decocked. Okay. I really like this gun because it has, this is also called what's known as the Legacy Slide. You notice how the newer Sig Sauers come up with the full slide serrations, and they go all the way up here, but this one comes down here. I just like the way it looks. I don't know about y'all, but I just like the way that looks, and I think it looks snazzier to me. But that's what the Sig Sauer 229 SAS Gen 2 looks like. They don't make it anymore. You might be able to find it on one of the gun brokers, one of the other ones. But it's been great for me, and I will never get rid of it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video today. Keep your comments coming, and if you want to subscribe, go ahead and give me a bunch of likes, because I'm really having fun doing this with you guys and gals. Have a good day.